Welcome to today's news wrap up. Let's dive right into the top stories making headlines today. Jennifer Vasquez, the wife of deported MS-13 gang member Kilmar Abrigo Garcia, declined to discuss the 2021 protective order she filed against him for domestic violence during an ABC News interview. Of course she did. Court records indicate that she sought the order in Maryland, and a judge issued a final ruling in June 2021. Despite these details, Vasquez has raised over $170,000 through a GoFundMe campaign portraying Garcia as a devoted father, omitting mention of his alleged gang ties. As Garcia faces legal proceedings, Vasquez is publicly advocating for his return to the U.S., arguing that their family has been unjustly separated. Meanwhile, media allies supporting Garcia emphasize his role as a quote, Maryland dad, while critics highlight his connections to MS-13 and the legal grounds for his deportation. In other news pertaining to Garcia, a newly surfaced body cam image from a 2022 Tennessee traffic stop shows Kilmar Abrigo Garcia, a Salvadorian national, mind you, suspected of human trafficking. See, that's what they don't talk about. They don't talk about he's from El Salvador. They sent him back to his home country. But law enforcement sources claim he was transporting 7 individuals across state lines without a valid license. Despite suspicions, the FBI instructed officers to release him and his passengers after documenting the scene. I don't know why. I mean, they caught him red-handed trafficking. Well, reports indicate conflicting dates for the stop, with some outlets citing November while others claim it occurred in December. Further investigations reveal Garcia was either on a terrorist watch list or traveling with someone who was flagged. His wife had previously filed for, the protective order that I talked about earlier. But Garcia was ultimately deported in March 2025 due to his affiliation with MS-13. We saw the tattoos. He had tattoos on his hand showing that he was basically MS-13, which was officially designated as a foreign terrorist organization that year, or this year. Jeffrey Epstein connections to intelligence agencies remain a subject of debate, with some experts arguing he was primarily an Israeli asset. That's what I'm leaning towards, while others suggest a joint operation with the U.S. His ties to Mossad are supported by statements from former Israeli intelligence officials and his close association with Robert Maxwell, who had deep connections to Israelis founding. Epstein's focus on influencing figures in science and technology rather than politicians has led analysts to believe his operations were strategically targeted. And again, I agree with that as well. His Saudi Arabian passport and links to arms trafficker um, at Adnan Khashoggi further complicated the narrative, suggesting broader international involvement. The discussion surrounding Epstein's role in intelligence operations continues to fuel calls for further investigation into his activities and affiliations. Advocates are urging Congress to take action and uncover the full extent of his influence. My favorite rapper, Lil Wayne, recently shared details about his unexpected encounter with Donald Trump in 2020. The rapper described Trump as a wisecracking personality who kept him laughing throughout their meeting. That's similar to what uh, Bill Maher was saying about Trump. Trump was laughing and cracking jokes and stuff like that. Jared Kushner, who I'm not really a fan of, Trump's son-in-law, played a key role in securing a presidential pardon for Lil Wayne. who was facing federal gun charges. Kushner, a fan of Wayne's music, advocated for the pardon, citing the rapper's influence on his studies. Wayne recalled a humorous exchange between Trump and his attorney, Bradford Cohen, who had previously appeared on The Apprentice. Despite criticism for taking a photo with Trump, Wayne dismissed concerns, stating that his only worry was disappointing his mother by not smiling. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne's music. Kamala Harris's campaign paid $50,000 to LeBron James's production company, Spring Hill Entertainment, for a campaigning event production. I mean, she was just handing out bags. We're finding out more and more about the bags that they were handing out. Democrats were handing out. This is why they went in the hole. But James had endorsed Harris in a video before the election portraying Donald Trump as a racist, though he did not appear at any campaign events. Critics argued that the ad was deceptively edited, placing Trump's sound bites over racially charged footage. The payment was part of a broader spending spree, with Harris's campaign burning through over $1.5 billion. It's crazy. On celebrities, consultants, and advertising. I mean, they try to buy the election and still lost. Some Democratic donors criticized the excessive spending, questioning Harris's ability to manage a campaign effectively. Y'all know the point that I keep making. She couldn't even manage her campaign funds. How the heck could she be able to manage an entire country? But the campaign also paid large sums to other celebrities, including Beyonce, Oprah Winfrey, Cardi B, raising concerns about financial priorities. President Trump has announced a revamped Homeland Security Advisory Council featuring prominent figures like Mark Levin, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster, Florida State Senator Joe Reuters, and former NYPD Detective Bo Dietl. The council, under the leadership of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, aims to address critical issues such as border security, deportation of criminal offenders, and combating the flow of illegal drugs like fentanyl. Trump expressed confidence in the council's ability to develop effective policies and strategies to enhance national security. This initiative reflects the administration's ongoing focus on strengthening Homeland Security. Lastly, the White House has updated its COVID-19 guidance page, emphasizing the lab leak theory as the most likely origin of the virus. You know, the lab leak, the theory that it came from Wuhan, the Wuhan lab, something that I've been talking about since we first found out about this virus. Now the government is finally admitting something that we already knew, that it wasn't a coincidence. The page highlights gain of function research conducted at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, which allegedly lacked proper biosafety measures. It also challenges the credibility of the, quote, proximal origin of SARS-CoV-2 publication, claiming it was influenced by Dr. Fauci to support the natural origin narrative. The revamped page argues that scientific evidence for a natural origin has not emerged, strengthening the case for a lab-related incident. Information for the update was sourced from the House Oversight Committee's website. Well, that's all for today's news wrap up. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.